me, these problems at Real Madrid, I believe Florentino Perez is part of the cause because if you remember the case of Sergio Ramos wanted to return to Real Madrid. He never wanted to leave in the first case, but he was forced to leave, and his trying to return to Real Madrid was rejected. And that was why Sergio Ramos started singing those songs, all those kind of things. So when you have a policy that does not allow legend to stay in the club, for example, to me, I believe that somebody like Luka Modric, his presence was still needed or is still needed in Real Madrid. Luka Modric would have still done a lot in Real Madrid. Somebody like Casemiro, this guy was supposed to still be at Real Madrid. Sergio Ramos, this guy is supposed to still be at Real Madrid. So the presence of Sergio Ramos would have, subdued some of this attitude from these guys. I remember General Gattuso, telling El Shaarawy when El Shaarawy was in AC Milan that he need to focus on play than his hair. This kind of word, if it come from a normal new arrival at the club just like you, it can create a lot of misunderstanding. But coming from a legend, you have nothing to say. So that is why, to me, I believe Florentino Perez need to look into this policy once again, to give a chance to legend players who have Real Madrid at heart to be able to stay longer, not just when he felt that they are getting older. I understand that there are some advantages to it, but one of the disadvantages is what we are seeing at Real Madrid, because at the end of the day, managers don't stay in the dressing room with players. He only come when he want to address the players, all those kind of things. But it take that captain with balls to be able to handle some issues. If you watch very well, you see that Real Madrid captain, what's his name, Cavaja, is not even saying anything. So even him, if you look at him very well, you understand that even Cavaja is not even happy because of his less time of play. So Real Madrid, why all these problems are erupting, is also due to the lack of captain with a lot of balls who can be able to handle